Okay, so now you're saying, okay, I decided that buying a business is the best strategy for me to go into business for myself. So the next question is where do I find businesses to buy? Well, that's a great question. There's some things that you need to know right up front. Most people look at buying a business as kind of the same thing as buying a house. There's quite a bit of differences in the way that the homes are marketed or versus the way the businesses is marketed. The one thing that's important to know is there's no such thing as like a multi-listing service like there is in real estate. There's not something like that for businesses. There's no one place you can go and find all the current listings regardless of who the listing brokers are. So you have to look at multiple sources to find as many possible business options that are available to you at any given time. So the most common ways to do it would be to do online research in your local marketplace and look for businesses for sale. If you have a specific business that you're interested in, like a restaurant or like some sort of a service business, you would probably try to do a search based on food service businesses for sale in your market or whatever type of business, and you'll probably will find some listings, and you'll probably find some sort of an online service that might have a number of listings on there. So you'll want to look at different sources. Some of the listings might be on multiple different online sites, and a lot of them are listed by business brokers. So business brokers may list the business for sale on multiple online reseller sites, and once you've identified a business listing you're interested in, when you click on that listing, you might find who the listing broker is, and if you start a dialogue with that broker, which we'll talk about in upcoming part of the course, that might lead you towards a broker who might have other businesses that you can find out about. So broker networks are a good way to find out about businesses for sale. The online research like we talked about. Social media is another way that you can find out about possible business listings or motivated sellers who are looking for buyers. Primarily LinkedIn would be a good online social network that you could post your interest in finding a business for sale, and other people that view your listing and view your comments could send you information about possible businesses for sale that may or may not be listed. You also want to look for referral sources and go build relationships and let different referral sources know that you're interested in finding a business to buy. So those referral sources might be like a divorce attorney, for instance. They generally are finding out through other people's, challenges that they may have a divorce that requires some sort of a settlement of assets, and sometimes a business needs to be sold off in order to satisfy some sort of a divorce settlement. So that might be one way to find out about a business or a business owner that needs to sell a business before it's even listed. You might find out through other referral sources, other business attorneys or accountants sometimes would know about a client that they have that's trying to liquidate their assets or trying to move out of one investment type into another investment type. Financial planners, another good source that could know about a motivated seller before it gets into the open marketplace. There may be business consultants that are working with different small business owners that are maybe helping them with their own strategy of diversification or maybe getting into a different type of a business model. They may know about businesses that are going to be coming up for sale. Sometimes you might find out through other investors that there are business opportunities that they are aware of that they could make available to you. Somebody who already does financing or looks for money or might be an angel investor themselves might be aware of different business opportunities to find businesses for sale. And sometimes just through the course of your daily life where you go do business with certain companies, you might build a relationship with an owner and find out that the owner's at some point going to sell their business. And so there's no one way to find out about businesses. I think if you're serious, you need to open up as many channels as you can. Quite honestly, there aren't that many great businesses for sale at any given time. If you think about it, most of the people who are selling a business aren't selling it because it's making a whole bunch of money. There's other reasons why they're selling. So Finding businesses for sale isn't as hard as you think, but finding a good business for sale could be a tougher chore. That's why we're suggesting that you learn how to do and conduct proper due diligence once you've identified possible candidates for sale. You also have to have yourself prepared to be a good buyer as well. And we'll talk about what you need to do to be someone who the sellers will take serious so that they'll make available to you the information that you're going to need. So those are ways you can find businesses for sale and to get yourself in a position where a seller or a potential seller is going to take you serious and spend the time you need to find out what options are available.